Get your comms up.
Hello, Panther fans, and welcome to another episode of the Panther COMMS podcast. I'm your host, Timmy VO, and this is a Panther Fan Friday episode here, and I got my main man, David Walters. He's been a fan since day one. I know Dave for quite a while, man, and I know he's a Panther fan, true and all the good stuff. So,
always,
Dave, appreciate you coming on, man. I really appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man. I'm glad to be on, man. I'm excited. I love to talk football. I'll talk all day long about it.
Yeah, we do this quite a bit, folks. So it's nice. It's cool to get him on the microphone and actually record this shit. So
yeah, you get me rolling, man. If I get off on a tangent, man, you just steer me right back off of it.
We'll do. I don't blame you. This might be one of those years. I don't know. There's so much up in the air about this all this stuff about the season. But sorry, folks, my dogs are in here.
But they're excited too.
They are. This is their first season. They're puppies. They're not even 10 months old yet. So this is their first Panther season, man. There might be something special. Who knows?
That's right. It could be.
But yeah. So fans, this episode is obviously about week one, the Browns matchup, and we'll talk about I'm going to talk about a 4-game prediction. My man Dave is going to go a full season and predict off of that. So, but other than that, man, we're going to talk about the Browns and the Panthers, and shit. This is the beginning of a season that could be a special season, Dave. What you think?
It could be. There were a lot of years during the previous era where we came in feeling a little underappreciated, but I was always a lot more excited about what we had. I knew we had good veteran players and everything. The last couple of years have been pretty rough, man. Coming into last year, I was kind of wondering what Sam Darnold will be, but I wasn't very optimistic. I didn't jump on the train after those first 3 games because I felt like, the schedule kind of worked in our favor, and everything kind of, the way things tipped out and the way things went towards the end of the year and all of that, it was terrible. But this year, I'm excited. I feel like there are a lot of questions. There are lots of X factors this season that they could play into whether or not we have a good season or a bad season, and I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about it, and I know you got some ideas too. And I listened to some previous podcasts that you had done, and you and I are kind of on the same page about, how everything kind of runs through CMC.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff runs on Baker, but oh man, don't get me off on a tangent about our coach just yet.
Well, feel free. Feel free, Dave.
I feel like I wish I could come into something with the job security that he had. He signed that 7-year contract, and you hired that guy based on his 3rd-year performance at Temple and Baylor. So clearly, he could have gone 0-16 or 0-17 those first 2 years, and I don't think it would have mattered. You hired him based on that 3rd year. He is secure for that 3rd year. Right. So let's see it. Lots of people were calling for his head. Last year, at the end of the year, if Tepper would have come out on the field and fired him in the middle of the field, just as a big spectacle, that would have been fantastic. But
hurt my feelings.
Wouldn't have hurt my feelings either, man. But God, how good would he feel if he made us all eat crow by making the 3rd-year realization, come to fruition? Make everything come together, and maybe he's getting the players to buy into the system finally. I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in the guy, but when you're on a plane and the pilot's flying, you want to get there safely. So, show me. This is the 3rd year. Show me.
There you go. Show me.
Everybody feels that way, and I don't know if an 8 or 9 win season is going to do it. I think maybe he's going to have to sneak into the wild card to save his job, but. You never know with Tepper, man. He could get hit. He might be here next year.
Say that again, Dave.
You just don't know, man. I'm following.
Don't know
too, man. It's just, he's working things out. It takes a long time to turn things around. So I'll wait and see, man. Just show me,
Stay tuned.
Yeah. I just want to see it.
I'm sorry, I'm just listening out for my puppies here. But yeah, Dave, I'm with you on that one, man. And it's hard to read Tepper. because he came in saying one thing and then he completely said something else. But we'll talk about that in spurts, right? Because I mean, we have a fresh season, and like you mentioned, maybe this year 3 Matt Rule, and the new coaches that he has around him, maybe that will be that transition that we need. Maybe this is it. In my mind, from what I've seen over the years of watching the game and understanding the game, it is very, very difficult to bring in a whole new assistant coaching coordinator situation to a head coach that's still there and have a smooth transition. I've never seen that.
Yeah,
I would love to see it. Don't get me wrong. I've never seen that.
Bob McAdoo for taking the job. I mean, because
right.
I mean, for all you're coming into a lame duck situation. And I mean, as poorly as things have gone now, it's hard to think that if you got rid of Matt Rule that we would just slide our offensive coordinator over into the position or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kudos to him for coming through. What was he? A Dallas Cowboys?
It's like a counselor, not a counselor, but a special.
I can't find the word. But you know what I'm saying. Like, he's just kind of, like, I think he's a good offensive mind, and I think he's got a system that he's putting in place for our offense that may work to our strengths. You're playing Baker out of the shotgun, a lot of quick hit passes, stuff like that. And if McCaffrey can stay good, we got a lot of playmakers that can catch it short and turn it into something. It could succeed. And I mean, God willing, I hope it does. Yeah,
I think so. I think so. I absolutely agree with you, man. And McAdoo's good at utilizing his tight ends, and I know Ian gets a lot of slack, but I don't think we have to rely on the tight end necessarily, because, like you mentioned, CMC is going to be the focal point, and McAdoo's not going to shy away from that guy. He's not. If you remember when he was coaching Eli, they had a very, very sound running game.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if CMC gets hurt, which, God, I hope he doesn't, come sick and tired of that kid not getting out there and showing his shit, because he's a badass.
This week he's on the injury report already.
Yeah, he got sliced by a cleat. I mean,
okay. Yeah,
but he is, though. You're right. Here we go again.
Don't even put stuff like that on the injury report. Just tape it up.
Yeah, right. Spit on it. Put some dirt on it.
You just getting the fans worked up first thing, man. Yeah. Doing that,
Clickbait,
Yeah, it sure was.
Yeah, and you're not gonna get that here, Panther fans. This is not a clickbait podcast. We're gonna give it to you raw, and whether you can digest it or not, it's not my problem.
That's right.
But continue, Dave.
Well, we were talking about some X factors this year, and you got the improved O-line. I think is going to be what's most important. For years, we've tried to get something. We've been taking pieces that don't fit, putting them together, just throwing whatever out there. Cam Irving last year, Michael Jordan, I guess, was serviceable. Pat Elflein was good, I guess. And I hope he's had a great offseason, because it looks like he's going to be our starting center week 1.
Yeah.
Taylor Moton is strong. He'll be strong on that right side. He's the most solid thing we have. But the big story here is Icky. Man, I love to see the guy, man. I'm really glad that he fell to us. I think finally we have a left tackle of the future, something that we can work with now. He's a solid run blocker. I think his pass blocking has a little bit leaves a little bit to be desired. And man, what better welcome to the NFL moment can you get than facing Myles Garrett on week 1?
Say word.
Coming off a franchise record, 16 sacks. He's probably got to get more. And then you got Jadeveon Clowney on the other side.
Oh, yeah, bro.
That D-line is tough, man. They're going to be coming around on the edges on Baker all day long.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of quick passing and yaks, man. It's going to have to be.
It is. Yeah. But if you talk to Cleveland Browns fans, if you listen to the podcast, they're kind of iffy on their run defense. And man,
well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I can feel that situation. That's been
right.
a long time. So, hopefully, maybe they have a weak spot in the middle, man, and maybe we can run it up on that. Pat Elflein actually did a serviceable job at center when he had to step in last year.
Mhm.
So, maybe he'll be good this year. We got new running backs. We got Deontay Foreman. We still got Chuba.
Mhm.
I think we can run the ball, and I think that's what we're going for. I don't think we're putting the game ball in Baker's hands and having him go out there and win the game for us. So
I don't think it's necessary. I mean, if you look at the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation, we put points on them and make them one dimensional. They're dead in the water.
yeah,
If they can't run the football, they're screwed. And the best way to neutralize a run game is to put up points.
well, that's the thing. Our run defense has been rough the last couple of years. We've got Brian Burns, who's an excellent pass rusher. Derek Brown, who he's solid, but he hasn't quite lived up to the expectations we had for him when we drafted him that high.
Not yet.
But he's got a big prove it or lose it this year. So I mean, maybe he looked good in the preseason. Hopefully he can help stuff it because between Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and Dearness Johnson, man, they've got a stable of running backs and they can run it all day long.
Yes, sir.
That's what they're going to do. I expect Jacoby Brissett. They're gonna maybe do some trick things. Some stuff to kind of keep us honest.
Mm-hmm.
But man, they're gonna keep those running backs coming at us all day long. The only thing is their right tackle, their starting right tackle is hurt. They've struggled with a lot of injuries on their offensive line over the last couple of years. So, maybe we can hope that their O-line isn't quite as strong as it used to be, but their running backs are still who they are. And hopefully we can stop them. But I think that's going to be a big key to the game, especially with the weather report that's coming up because
buddy.
It might be a little soft.
It's going to be a mud bowl.
I mean, I guess it's turf. It's just going to be the wet, rubbery.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's not even live. Yeah.
But I feel like that really plays into Cleveland's hands. They play a lot of old school football, a lot of ground and pound.
Mm-hmm.
They have a strong defense that brings back almost every playmaker from last year, and that's important for their offense. That's going to have to play, a button-up style of offense. They're not going to have their franchise adult in the room quarterback back there, until after week 11. So I'm interested to see how it works out. I think we definitely have a chance in this game, but it's going to be an old school ground and pound football game. We're going to run ball. Yeah. They're going to run the ball. We're both going to be playing defense. It'll be fun. It's my kind of football. I love it.
Yeah. For you old heads out there, that rain, slippy, sloppery. If you got to take care of the football kind of situation, right. This is it right here. It's going to be a defensive game. It's going to have to be.
Yeah. I like
two fresh quarterbacks for both teams, basically. A new playbook they have to learn. Not right. Saying they're not capable, but it matters. If it's second nature to you to make an audible at the line, it's completely different than coming in and not being 100% sure in your guys because it's tough. Especially in the rain, you have to worry about conditions and catching the football. So holding on to the football, it's going to be a little tough on offense. Defense, you just have to react. I would put our secondary up against anybody right now.
I feel like that's our strong point.
Exactly.
That might be the strong point of our entire team, and it's and we just lost, former defensive player of the year from last season.
Exactly.
Stephon Gilmore came over here. We got a couple good games out of him. He's a solid guy. He's from the Carolinas. Wish him the best up in Indianapolis and all that. But hey, man, we got some studs down here too. We got a Horn coming back, and in the games he played last year, man, we got something special in him, man. I love it. I think Dante Jackson is well suited for the role on the other side. A speedy guy. He's got some veteran experience in him now. Finally, he's maturing a little bit. He's got himself another contract. Got C.J. Henderson, who looks to have had a really good camp.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can see that trade that we made from last season pay off with the addition of him. And Matt Rule did say when we got him that was an addition for the future of the franchise. It wasn't like a win now kind of thing. So I'm excited to see how that shakes out. We Of course, we got Jeremy Chin back there, and I think he has the makings of an all-pro safety all day long. He's our biggest X factor on defense. You can move him all around. You can do whatever you want. You can play center field. You can move him up in the box. It's exciting. And then we got Xavier Woods back there,
right?
Safety, and our depth isn't that bad either. I'm excited about the secondary. I think we'll be good.
I agree.
I think the big question mark on our defense lies in the linebacking core.
Boy, you said a mouthful right there. Now I love Louvu. Love him. Shaq, he gets dinged up quite a bit, man. I mean, folks, if you know anything about the linebacker position, man, that's just day in, day out beating. I mean, that's just
which from what I hear is the reason why we're not playing Jeremy Chin as a linebacker. We want an all day linebacker. Yeah. We want to keep Chin fresh and safe, and that's why we keep him back there. Not that we're scared. It's just linebackers.
Oh man, you gotta be smart with your personnel, folks.
Big hits. A lot of people like to compare him to Thomas Davis. TD's a big dude, man. He's a big guy.
Easy.
He was built to be a linebacker. He was crazy athletic.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, Chin's no small fella, but TD is just built differently, man.
Yeah, most definitely. But I mean, I kind of see the similarities and everything.
Yeah.
But, I love him, man. Jeremy Chin, that's the only current Panthers jersey I got right now. I love the guy. I love the way he plays football. I was raised up a Washington fan, and love Sean Taylor. I love hard-hitting safeties, man.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. There's reminiscence of that, yeah.
We'll just lay in the wood on people, man. That's old school football.
Love it. And I mean, he's getting better in his coverage too, man. He really understands angles.
That's right.
I like that about Jeremy, man. He really understands angles.
Well, I guess I let us away from the linebacker talk.
Well, I mean, I kind of did that. but in terms of linebacker talk, folks, you want somebody who's 235, 240, 250 to fill in that Mike position. I mean, Luke was a good solid 245, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So. This year, Shaq last year, lights out, man. That guy was locked in. Before he got hurt, it was unbelievable. I was ready to go out and buy Shaq Thompson jersey. I love it, man. He was playing really good football. Frankie Louvu, I am 100% on board.
That's my man right there.
In the limited snaps he had last year, he was solid, man. Looked great. But, this is going to be his first full-time year as a starter. It's a big prove-it year for him. I thought he was great in the preseason.
Oh my God, he was everywhere, dude.
Walked in, man, and people seem to love his energy, man. So
it's contagious too, bro.
As far as Corey Littleton and Damian Wilson,
man,
let's see what they got. I like Brandon Smith. He's the rookie linebacker.
He's gonna be special,
and that boy's solid.
He's gonna be special, bro.
They say he's the future of the position. If there's not that big of a difference in between it, you might as well throw him out there and let that man learn. But
why not?
We can't hide talent. I mean, he stood out during the preseason. I mean, you can't. The cream rises to the top. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It doesn't matter what position, whether he was playing the second or the third stringers or whatever. He was rock solid.
Exactly.
If you have football IQ, you have football IQ, and he just seems like one of those players that could be in the right place at the right time. So, even if this year isn't going to be his breakout year, I think Brandon Smith has what it takes to be a future starter for us.
Yeah, I'm just being honest with you. He might be starting. Well, I mean, it's hard to say start, but he'll get a lot of snaps. Because the NFL, they really change it up. Not necessarily the personnel, but the schemes. So it's more about snaps than starting per se. But yeah. I see him getting a lot of snaps, man.
So. Matt Rule thinks a little bit differently than I do, so I don't know.
That might be a good thing, Dave.
You never know, man. You never know.
That might be a good thing. So what's your score prediction?
Man, I don't know. I think it could be sloppy, man. I don't know. I'd say I'll go 21-17 us, man. I'll be optimistic. Yeah. At the beginning of the year, you have, nothing but optimism and hope. Everybody's 0-0. Everybody's undefeated. So I'm going to be up there on Sunday, getting rained on or whatever. And I would love to see a 21-17 well-fought Carolina Panthers win.
I like it.
I would tack a field goal on there or something like that, but I'm not quite sure what we have back there kicking the ball.
I'm not
Most
going to touch
recently
that.
I heard that Panero's still back there kicking, but we still been bringing in kickers for other workouts. So it sounds a lot kind of like what we were doing last year.
Yeah.
Throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. And
Pretty
it
much.
really worked out for us. We got a really good kicker.
We did.
Got a freak injury in the preseason.
Really freak, bro. On the sideline, just.
Of course.
Get over.
What's all that?
That's Panther fans right there, folks.
Oh God!
That's the story of our lives.
Happening. He's just over there warming up, and then you're like, Zane Gonzalez is on the ground, and it's like, what happened? I guess his hamstring exploded while he was standing there or something.
That was a groin injury, bro. When he followed through that bad boy, man, he just dropped. Like,
yeah. Hey, best of luck to him. Solid kicker, man. I hope he comes back next year just as strong. Nothing better than that. It's just, right now in the preseason, it's hard to come by a consistent kicker. They're just not out there like that.
They're not.
As long as we're not bringing back Joey Sly, I guess I'm okay.
We shall not speak his name.
Oh, Smitty goes so hard at him in the
preseason,
man. It's nuts.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
I love it. I love Smitty doing the preseason games. I wish we could have him announce every single game. He keeps it so real.
Yeah. Like for real, I would like to have him and I don't know about him and Luke. I don't know. That'd be kind of a crazy. But him and Greg would be that'll be hilarious.
Definitely, you got to have somebody else out there to try to reel him in, man. When he was doing that interview with David Tepper, and he was like, "I'm going off the rails and ask you a couple questions right now." You could see the other guy trying to reel him back in. He was like, "Oh no,
no!" He said, "Fuck that."
He was like, "No, he was
I got something to ask you, Tep.
What's the hardest part of your job?" It's like, oh man, he was flustered. It was great, man.
I never seen somebody be so honest with the owner. With a microphone.
I know. But that encouraged David Tepper to come out and be as honest. He was like, the people on Twitter are pretty rough.
Did y'all hear that? Like, if you're a Panther fan,
gosh,
if you're a Panther fan on Twitter.
Oh God,
let me tell you something. That man set off a firestorm.
Yeah, that could be a toxic place. Panthers Twitter, definitely.
Yeah. It is what it is. There's some passionate fans on Twitter, I tell you.
Oh, for sure.
So real quick, Dave, before we get out of here, man,
sure.
You want to do a season prediction?
It's I feel like we're in the 7-10 win range, man. There's so many X factors to our season, from Baker to the O-line to the CMC to our linebacking core to whether or not we have a good run defense to whether or not we have a competent coaching staff, which could. That's the backbone of everything, man. If he can't pull it together, then we're going to be in trouble. But all I want to see is some competent coaching. See the guys go out there, hit hard, try hard. It's all you can ask for. We can't have another 5-12 season. We can't have another 5 wins. I mean, it's been so painful seeing all the other teams' fans in there cheering and walking out after the losses. And
man, that's so annoying, man.
I miss the glory days, man. Like
a lot of us do.
Look, coming in, way back in 2003, nobody saw us. Man, I remember going through the McDonald's drive-through, people laughing at me in my Panthers jersey on the way to the game, man. We had some, Ronnie Pizza back up near Jake Delhomme. Yeah. It all came together. Opening day magic happened, and it just kept rolling the whole season, man. For all we know, that this could be that year, So I'm excited to see how it all turns out, man. I definitely think we're in the 7-10 range. I think we can make the wild card. So I also think it could come off the rails. But let's hope for the wild card. Let's hope for some good Panthers football, man.
Now, see, I'll make a division prediction. I won't do a season prediction. I'll do a division prediction because that will get us in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And if we can bounce, our wins off of what we do in the division and keep that momentum going, that means we're playing pretty good football because, obviously, playing the Bucks twice, playing the Falcons twice, even though it's the Falcons, playing the Saints twice, it always tests us, and especially over the past 3, 4, 5 years.
Definitely.
Lower than that. So I will say we're going to win the division, and the reason I say that is because of McAdoo. Snow has our defense playing the way they're supposed to be playing. If you look at them statistically, if you look at them statistically, they've been a darn good defense the past 3 seasons. But let's just be honest about that.
Yes, sir.
So if McAdoo can get this offense clicking and Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy and they utilize him the way he can be utilized, especially in the passing game with Baker, I'm not worried about the division. We're going to smack some people in the mouth in the division. So winning the division, that's 6 games. Yeah. Okay, so if we win it flat out, that's 6 games.
Yeah,
folks, we win 4 games outside of the division. We're a problem.
Look, man, I know, no matter what, somehow we always seem to lose at least one to Atlanta, but there are no excuses this year, man.
None.
That team is terrible. They want to lose. They want us to beat them. They want that first round pick, man. They want, they need to rebuild, man.
They do. Let them have it.
We shouldn't lose either one of those games, man.
I'm dead serious, bro. We shouldn't lose. We shouldn't lose to the Falcons twice, and we shouldn't lose to the Saints twice. I don't care who's the quarterback.
We shouldn't, and I feel like we can steal one from the Saints, and we can definitely steal one from the Bucs too.
I don't see why not. Their offensive line is decimated, bro. I'm not.
It is. With success, you got to pay those guys, And
That's right.
You lose a couple valuable guys here and there. People get older. Injuries happen. Who knows? Who knows? But I'll never cast doubt on Tom Brady. You're not going to hear that out of me. A lot of people seem to be very high on New Orleans. I've even seen
their defense, I guess.
Peter King made a prediction that the Saints would win the division, and oh god, it hurts so bad just to even hear it. But I'm not as bullish on the Saints as other people are. I mean, I'm not sold on that. I think that second spot in the division is up for grabs, and I think we could easily pick that up. Oh man, I don't know if I could say we're going to win the division, but I think I feel good. I feel good saying that we're going to be second in the division. I think we can pull that off, and a wild card appearance, and man. Maybe that would save Matt Rule's job. I've never wanted to eat crow more than I do right now. You know what I mean?
I'm hungry.
Imagine the look on that guy's face when he takes the podium if they go to a wild card spot. Y'all
but I would be petty as hell. If I was Matt Rule, I'd be so petty.
Personally, I couldn't.
I'd be petty as hell.
I'm way too petty for it, man. I was in the games where they were chanting fire Matt Rule and stuff like that. Like I just can't do it. I can't hope that somebody gets fired. That's their livelihood. They have a family and all that stuff. I know he's got money. He's getting paid. He's fine.
Exactly.
But, I don't wish on somebody else to get fired because God, I don't want people wishing that on me. But I just want him to be a competent coach. Man, there's got to be something in there that makes him a good coach. I don't know. When he got introduced at the press conference here and he gave that speech, I would have run through a wall for that man.
Yeah.
And then I found out that was a preacher. You see where it comes from. I mean, he's an inspirational guy, so who knows what he's doing there in the locker room? Because at his press conferences, they're not like highly inspirational or anything like that. But,
he's a politician.
But yeah,
he's a politician.
I think he knows how to use his words, man.
Oh yeah, he's very good. He's very good at that. That's why he's a really good recruiter.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully I eat crow. That's all I want. At the end of the year,
I would love to.
I'm gonna be like, I was totally wrong about Matt Rule, and I take back everything I said. I love to be that guy.
Please let me eat crow.
We'll see.
We'll see, man.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. I think it's more tempered than Rule to some degree, but
it could be. It could be.
I don't know.
You gotta hope he's not gonna be the meddling older type, man. When he got here and he was going to the tailgates and drinking with the fans, and he's right, and it's like, all right, cool, well, I like winning. I like winning football games a lot. That is the most fun thing for me on a Panther Sunday is a big old W. I don't care.
Hell, fuck yeah.
That rule, it doesn't have to be fun, man. I don't have to be entertained. I just want to see the W at the end of the day.
That's the entertainment right there, bro. Get them W's.
Really is, man. Yeah, well, we just need some of that feel good, man. You know,
Just need some of that feel
hey,
good.
look, man, we had it last year after 3 games. Our
Yep.
defense looked great, you know, and then we
Yes.
then we got hit in the mouth, you know.
Then we got punched
But
straight in the throat.
I'm confident in Baker. I feel like he plays really well with a chip on his shoulder. I think this could be a really good year for him. I think he looks solid in the preseason. I think as he gets to know the offense better, I think, you know, only better things can happen. But man, that defense for Cleveland, they're ready for Baker, man.
They're serious.
You know,
they know Baker. Baker knows them. I mean,
it sounds like that defense was a little ill towards Baker about all the times that they would have to run back on the field because of a Baker mistake or something like that. You know, they've kind of stayed away from it. You know, you kind of heard a little, you know, like Myles Garrett left Baker on the lead and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, whatever. That's fine. But yeah, I would say those guys are probably ready to pin their ears back and go after their old quarterback, the guy that they would see in practice every day. So they know what to do to make him uncomfortable. And this is his first game, and you know, I mean, man, it's just so much plays into this first game, man. It's good drama, man. God, they put the schedule together perfect. It's just like the Jets game last year, you know.
You couldn't script this any better, bro.
Yeah,
going into the draft, I mean, we didn't. All right, we're playing Cleveland or whatever. All right, fine. But man, we got Baker and all this other just hype now. You know what I'm saying?
I would have been devastated to see us go into another year with Sam Darnold and PJ Walker as our only 2 quarterbacks.
Man, don't get me started about that.
Man, PJ thought he was just sticking around to get some game film and stuff, and all of a sudden, boom! Here he is, our opening day backup. How about
if he weren't Matt Rule's homie, I don't think he'd be on the team. To be honest with you,
God, no,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? It's that Temple connection is just.
Let me find somebody that loves me like Matt Rule loves PJ Walker, man. That's all I want, man. That's big love, man. He really went out.
Real talk, bro. Really.
He's like, hey, my shit might be going down, but hey, come on, man, let's go.
That's my quarterback.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
That's
Look, he seems to love his players, man, and you got to think his players love him back. So
yeah, they must.
A lot of the players that came from the college system, it seemed like he's like, you know, you just got to buy into the system. You just got to buy into what we're doing, you know. And a lot of people didn't want to buy into it.
Yeah,
I can't blame them, you know, after that long. But man, I hope it all comes together.
I do too.
It all comes together. You know, I hope this is the year, man. I'm excited.
I think we'll win this game. I do think we'll win this game, and I'll give my score prediction on that. I think it's going to be 17-12 Panthers. I don't see Cleveland scoring a touchdown with that offense. If we can get points up, if we can stop the run, I really don't see them scoring that many points, especially in the rain. And you gotta also realize, folks, this is the first game of the season. These guys are going to be extremely hyped up. A lot of turnovers happen when that occurs. So it's going to help us that we have home field advantage, and hopefully we'll have the fans behind us, and you know we'll rally behind this defense. You know, they're just going to just punch that O-line in the mouth to stop that run game, and you know, we'll get DJ and CMC loose and make some noise, man. I think that's what's going to happen. So I'll say 17-12 Panthers.
Hey, that's fair enough. So you agree? You think it'll be a low scoring affair?
Yeah, it's going to be defense versus the run game. That's what it's going to be. If we get any type of play action down the field type of stuff, you know, on 9 routes or whatever, that'd be great. But I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I think we're going to get a little drop off here, drop off there. CMC, DJ, they're going to make some action. I think we're going to see Shi Smith make some noise in this game. I think he's going to shine out in this game, dude. People sleeping on Shi.
Smitty seems to love him, man. That's Smitty's guy. I remember, you know, when DJ Moore first got here, and he was like, DJ's too quiet for me. He's too quiet, you know. He's like, DJ's just too quiet for me, you know. But man, since last year, Smitty's been on Shi Smith hard, and Shi had a hell of a preseason, and I think he'd be really good. He plays with a chip on his shoulder too. He really makes things happen whenever he does get the ball. He's got great hands. You know, which is great for a wide receiver, I guess. But I think he's got a little bit of Smitty in him, man. I mean, Smitty says he sees a little bit of him in him. Yeah, I see it too, man. I'm excited. I think he'll be good. Terrence Marshall, man, let's get out here. You know, the injury bug just won't stay away from him, man. But I mean, his size,
it's really sad.
And his athleticism, I think he could be something good, man. I hope he's healthy. I'm hoping for a big bounce back here for Robbie.
He's that deep threat we need, man. But again, are we going to give Baker enough time to get the ball down the field? That was Teddy's issue. That was, well, I'm not going to say that was Sam Darnold's issue, but getting his feet set on that 5 to 7 step drop and getting that ball out deep. That's been Robbie's issue because he's hellacious on those go routes, man. He's hellacious. So
I mean, have a ball, man. Go out there, do your thing, man. I'd love to see Robbie come back and have another year like he had. I mean, we all saw him on the sidelines, staring down Sam Darnold and all that stuff, and talk about wanting to run those double routes and all that stuff. Robbie just wants to get out there and ball. So hopefully he's got a quarterback that he can vibe with now. I saw that Baker wasn't afraid to go to him in the end zone during the preseason. He didn't complete the pass, but man, it was on the money, man. I mean, he put it there. It's just defense made a good play. So Baker can get the ball downfield. Robbie can stretch a defense. So
it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I see it happening.
If we can get Robbie to take the top off of the defense, get a good running game going, get our playmakers like DJ and all, shy the ball.
So the last thing a defense wants to do is get that safety out the box with CMC coming out.
Yeah, that's right.
You better have 8 in the box with CMC. He's going to get 12, 15 on you. Maybe even take it to the house.
And I feel like we have a competent quarterback now that can take advantage of that when he sees that happening too. So, so many questions.
Yeah, I see a W Sunday, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Well, Dave, I appreciate you coming out, man. We'll do this again. And Panther fans, if you're interested on coming on here and having a one-on-one and talking with myself or maybe myself and Dave, feel free. The number will be in the comment section on this video, and of course you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And Dave is also on Twitter. What's your handle, Dave?
On Twitter, I am at original_D Wade. That's right. I was D Wade before D Wade was D Wade.
Facts. Right on, man. Hey, and Dave, appreciate you, man. And hell, keep pounding, man, and make some noise down there Sunday.
Hey, man, I'll keep pounding, man. I hope we get to see a W, man. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah. Anytime, bro. Anytime, man.
Sure.
We'll have lunch again too.
Oh yeah, always.
My man. All right, Panther fans, y'all hold it down, man. And as always, keep pounding.
Keep pounding.
Yes, sir.
COMMS up. Get your COMMS up.
The Panther COMMS podcast with Timmy VO.